What's up, guys? You are very welcome to a brand new episode of the Predrinks podcast brought to you by Motif. I'm actually sad that we can't do that while the theme tune is playing. We need to fix that. We have a fabulous guest joining us this week. It is the one and only Salamay. You are very welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
I feel like it's been ages since we've had a show. What's it been? 2 weeks?
2 weeks. 2 weeks break.
Yeah, that's a new thing as well that we're going to be doing. The show is now going to be bi-weekly as opposed to weekly. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of content coming out. We don't want to drown you guys with content, slight motif content. But yeah, Predrinks show every 2 weeks.
There we go. How's everyone been?
Oh, good, man. Salamay, what's poppin'?
Taking it one day at a time.
You good, yeah?
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah?
Fab.
One day at a time.
Good. You've a lot of stuff to look forward to. We've got your debut headline show and stuff coming up. We'll get into that a little bit later on. What's been happening since we've been last here?
Last time we were here, I saw Salamay at the George's live show down in the Workman's Cellar, which was cold. It was cold, yeah. It was energy in there was mad. The room was full. Energy was mad. Fortune was on beforehand, but the amount of energy that guy has is crazy, man. That was my first time seeing him live.
Same.
Yeah, it's just a lot of energy, man. There was.
And I like his stage presence.
Yeah, exactly, stage presence.
The last few times he's performed, he's kind of remind me of Kendrick Lamar a little bit.
Is it?
I don't know, the last time I saw Kendrick came out and he just kind of gets into the zone and like nothing affects him.
What you mean.
And now I see like when Fortune comes out on stage, because like I've been seeing him performing for a while, and just when I went to see his headline show there in January, he just came out on stage and I was like, going on here, just this whole in the moment, don't care, has the crowd going, like it's wild.
I respect how he moves.
Yeah. Very good interaction with the crowds, with like call to answer kind of song things.
Yeah.
Where, because sometimes artists, they have a song and then they just bang out the song, but they don't get the crowd to interact. And he was really good at doing that. That's what I noticed anyways. Because I might not know a track, but he's like, oh, I'm going to say this and you say this kind of thing. Yeah. So I think that's...
Nah, he fine.
A little clap, yeah?
Midnight Club also performed that night. That's the new kind of collective that's out and about.
Yeah, I haven't seen, that was my first time seeing, I don't even know who's part of that collective, to be honest.
There seems to be loads, because I know when we had Luke Fly on for the last episode, he was kind of filling us in on who's there, but there's kind of like new faces as well that you wouldn't really know of.
I saw Screw there.
Screw,
yeah.
I knew of him, but besides that, I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's kind of like I don't want to say the creator, but like I don't know if...
Who's the leader? Who's the leader of your group? remember last year when people were talking about who's the leader of the group?
I heard.
Who's the leader of the Midnight
group? We can't start that again. That was a busy weekend though. There was so much going on. What else did we have? We had the Sweet Spot was on that weekend.
Sweet Spot, yeah. 90s Baby Show.
90s Baby Show. The Girls Room.
Like I'm so glad the skinny jeans area is gone, man. Please, I hope it doesn't come back.
Nah, it's not gone. It's not gone.
It's gone.
I've seen it.
You wear skinny jeans, eh?
No, not myself, but I've seen
it. Man is trying to deny it on mic.
Nah, I like space, but as far you see, it's not gone. It's not gone.
Man, I can't wear them anymore. I just seem restrictive. Yeah, they seem restrictive. Fair play to you though. You have skinny legs. That's why you can wear it. So, I had a topic that I wanted to bring up with you guys. Yeah. It's based off Uncle Jaffa. Man, it's kind of icky for me to call another man my age Uncle Jaffa.
I actually like the name.
That's that's kind of icky, but like
I rate it though, cause
I'll just call him Jafaris.
Yeah, call him what you want to call him.
But yeah, Jafaris brought up a really interesting topic there on the TL a couple of weeks ago, where he was saying how essentially he was talking about how he gave the example of like TDE TDE and how maybe J Rock may have been the better rapper in the label, but Kendrick Lamar was the one that everyone pushed to become big, to become the one that was the global star, and how sometimes in like the creative scene, some creatives are too competitive and no one is like trying to unite to push the group together, and Ireland really is lacking that. And I really thought that was a really interesting conversation, especially because we have a creative sitting here on the chair with us today. Like, what do you guys think? Do you feel like everyone is every man for themselves, crabs in a bucket mentality still here in Ireland, or do you feel like there is, or do you disagree with like what he was saying? Like, what do you think, Kelly?
Well, I think when you look at creatives as individuals, definitely there's no sense of community as such from a lot of them. But when you look at like collectives, I think everyone's there to help each other out. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think there's always been some sort of stigma around. I don't know if it's like wanting to openly support someone else who, like, I think people rather see a competitive side to people, if that makes sense, than openly supporting. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you were done speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to cut in, but yeah, I did notice that about people and fans, like being fans. Like I'm a fan of a couple of artists in the country.
Only
like,
a couple.
I have no shame. Yeah, because I don't
you
know.
don't rate most people. You're only a fan of a couple.
I don't know most people. Like, nah, he's instigating, but continue trying. I don't know most. There was a time when I knew everybody in the scene. Like, I made it a point. I felt away if I didn't know everybody in the scene, and then I started focusing a lot more on my thing. So, and there's everybody every day. There's somebody else that's making music. So, I'm openly a fan of a good few people, and there are some people who wouldn't reciprocate that until you let them know you're a fan of them. Some people get shocked. Like, somebody came up to me the other day and she was like, "Oh, you made a song, and then I was like, "Yeah, it was me." And I said I was a fan of her, like, straight away. Like, after we started speaking, I was like, "Yo, I love what you do." I even said like a couple lines of what she did, and she was shocked. She was like, "Oh," and then she just started showing me love. She was like, "Nah, this song you did, the way you did this, and I saw you here," and I was like, where was this energy before I said I was rocking with you?" And it's just because sometimes she's been parried when she says she likes somebody else. People have, different level of ego, so some people don't want to, show that much love. Fear that somebody might just look at you somehow or think you're lesser than.
And do you feel like because of that, because people are afraid of, oh, I don't know if I'm going to show this person love because I don't know if he's going to show love back to me. Do you feel like that stops then people from pushing other people up and everyone then growing together? Do you feel like that's what's stopping it?
I don't know what people's reasons are. Like, all I know is, like, I get what he's saying about, because I watched the video, and I rock with how he was saying that collectively we can actually move further along if we work together. There's always ego, especially in, like, a hip-hop space. Like, I'm not even saying, like, I know, okay, we're talking about black people right now, I'm assuming, but I can't speak for everyone. So, like, as far as the hip-hop space, I know it's competitive. Like, people want to, hold their own down. Like, as far as they're concerned, they're the best. Should be the viewpoint. So nobody's going to be like, "Oh, Bounce, he's way better than me." You come hold the flag. You take it, and then when we all up, I'm going to show everybody that's actually me. Some people don't have that patience. Some people don't have that belief. You wait 5 years. Bounce, he held the flag for 5 years. All of a sudden, you going to try to come out like, "Yeah, I'm the guy." Like, you had your chance. You didn't make it. Sit down. Some people, some people, you know what I mean? Everyone's different, so they have their reasons, and I feel like that's probably one of them, possibly.
Do you think that could be stopping the Irish scene from growing at a faster rate because people don't want to work together or because people don't want to openly support each other?
I mean, the thing is, there's always going to be people who openly support each other. Like, there's always two sides. Depends on who he is. There are some people that listen to this conversation like, what are these people talking about? Like, everybody I'm good with supports me. Like, I'm like, nobody knew me yesterday. Now everybody, like, a lot of people know me now. So it's depends on who you're chilling with. Like, my circle, the people I'm around, is love. Like, love to a point where you can't really put a level on it. So if there are other people who don't want to share love, who just want to keep it to themselves, for them and their walk, God bless. But I can't really speak as if I know everything that's gonna happen. What I can say is that for the ones who are willing to show love, it'll be reciprocated. You know what I mean? So people will get up, I can't say what date, what time, but for those who want to keep it to themselves, stay there. We'll see how it turns out.
Just piggybacking off what you said people will get up. What is up? Like, remember we were saying this earlier.
Yeah.
Like, we were saying, like, what is the, like, what's the blueprint of up? Is Reggie Snow the blueprint? Is Hair Squad the blueprint? Is who? The Script. They're Irish. Is that the blueprint? Like, what is the blueprint of what is up in out of Ireland? Like, who? Bono.
Did you say Bono?
Now we're mocking it, but, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's up. I guess he's up.
Yeah.
But, like, he's super up. A few billies up. But, like, what do you reckon? What is the blueprint? Like, is it like an Irish tour that's up? Or once you're consistently making music, collabing with artists out of Ireland, and your music is being recognized out of Ireland, like, what's up, like?
I don't know if the question is necessarily what's the blueprint, but kind of what's the
route,
like the targets or the routes, because I don't think there's anyone who's actually like paved the way or been the blueprint.
Oh, that's fight and talk there.
Well, like not in the hip hop scene anyway.
Just to get some.
But like, I mean, not in the hip hop scene.
I'm not taking no offense to that.
No?
I don't know if anyone else is going to take it, but sorry.
You don't think that there's anyone that's done anything that you feel like, okay, this what he did is the best way to, like, go from here, from down here to, like, up here?
No, because some people reach their heights and then just decide to fall off instead of keep going and keep pushing.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
shit.
Very true.
Oh,
But
shit.
I don't think there's a
So-
specific blueprint. I think in this day and age, you can get to heights in ways people could have never seen. Like, there are a lot. I saw on TikTok the other day, they're talking about the rise in bedroom pop, and how, like, I can't remember his name. I'm not gonna sing the song because my voice, but at the same time, he made his he sang in his closet. He just sang in his closet, the reverb or the air. He just sang in there with his earphones, something €20 or something like that, and it blew. He made a video to it. It blew. He's on the same label with Billie Eilish now. I don't know his name, but that should allude to the person. And it's happened to a number of other artists. Now, in the same city, there's some people who got a label, or, you know what I mean, they got a cosign or whatever the case is. And he might have been like, yo, I'm going to do that. And then he just sang in his room, and that worked out for him. People have different routes. That's why I feel like it's funny, it's genuinely hilarious when I've encountered people who feel themselves a little too much. Like, hey, you have sauce, you got to where you are, own it, believe in yourself, by all means. But, there's some people who forget that tomorrow isn't promised. Your story can change.
Yeah.
Suddenly, everybody's rocking with you. The next thing, you say something stupid, and nobody's rocking with you no more.
Cancelled.
You getting no bookings. Nobody wants to work with you. It changes real quick. So you got to remember the part, where you came from, the type of person you are, and things like that. So there's no one formula to say that. Anyway,
one formula, yeah.
That's what I feel.
So I think it's different at this stage as well, because obviously there hasn't been that many like avenues or like doors that are open to people in the scene. Whereas now, because we're starting to get that bit more attraction, and you can see that like these platforms are available, or you can go and do this and you can go and do that. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's now kind of only becoming accessible, if that makes sense.
I feel like I feel like in 2 to 3 years time, when you're saying there's no one clear blueprint, I feel like there's going to be like a formula. Like, I feel like there's going to be like, I feel like there might not be one clear blueprint, but there's always like, most people do this and do this and do this, and when you do these set things, most of the time you end up like here.
Yeah, but what's here? That's the thing, because it depends on what people are trying to do. Because there's a way to, say in the UK, there's a way to get a couple million views consistently. There's a way to get gigs all the time. There's a way to go on tour with certain artists.
Yeah.
But some people would be depressed if that was the height they ever reached. You know what I mean? Because think about it, there's a few standout names in every country as far as artists are concerned. So you got to, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, where are you trying to go with it? Because, like, Stormzy gets to where he's getting, not gets to where he's getting, but rises out of where he was at one point in time. are the people around him now going to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to do exactly what Stormzy did? Because for
Mm.
those people where they, no shade to them. I'm sure they're doing what they're doing, but to the heights that Stormzy's at, I'm just using him as an example. I don't think like there's going to be a specific formula. Everyone be like, you know what, he did that, I'll do exactly that as well. Because I feel like once he gets through that door, that was his door. And what he can do is open more doors for other people. But I don't think there's a specific lane that everybody can just travel on there.
Yeah.
If not, you're going to be his son, in a way, as far as hip-hop is concerned.
I think maybe I'm thinking about it like very one-dimensionally, and it's like a multifaceted kind of like, there's it's not like one set formula for anything, to be honest.
But I think you're thinking of like the generic, like, so you make your song, you release your song, you start doing your gigs, you do your tour.
I just wanted to make it viral. Yeah. I feel you though.
What would be up for you?
Yeah. Now we're chatting.
Yeah, they're good. Let me see. What's up for me? In layman's terms, to impact as many people as possible.
Okay.
In a positive way. Impact. And there's no cap on that. There's no location that's restricted to, you know what I mean, as much as possible, because what was this Nipsey that said the greatest human act is to inspire. So to be able to do that to a limitless amount of people, that's definitely one. Now how I do it, we could be here all day. Yeah. So that would be.
I like that answer. You didn't say, "Oh, I want to do a world tour" or anything. You just said to impact as many people as possible. Like that's the right answer. That's the right answer. It's like to make sure, from my perspective, from understanding that's like making sure that your art touches as much people as possible and changes their perspective. It's
and
like
just
the way
who you are.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the way people say, you heard a J. Cole song and like you connect to one lyric or whatever. That lyric has impacted your life whatever way, even though it's just one lyric in one song.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
Appreciate you.
You definitely thought about that answer a few times.
Nah, I like it's easy to, cause like I've spoken to some of my boys and they're like, nah, you media trained, bro. Like this isn't. This sounds too like this, like you really written this down and rehearsed it and whatnot. But I feel like if you say what's on your mind, what's on your heart, it's not that hard. Like I was nervous coming on here. And still I'm kind of low-key nervous as I'm speaking because there are cameras involved. But if it was just us, like this is how I speak all the time.
Yeah.
If I'm speaking,
we were chatting earlier. You guys missed it. The pre-production conversation was too sweet as well, man. That's another podcast or session or show that you guys are never going to get. But yeah. Now, so tell me, you're from Cork, yeah? Tell me what it was like.
I'm from Nigeria, but yeah.
Tell me what Cork is like, man.
Cork is dope.
Tell me what part of Cork were you from?
I lived in the city for about maybe 9 years, and my family's still there. It's dope. Like there are a lot of talented people there. A lot of talented people. The scenery is nice.
The scenery,
and the scenery. Like just in general, in terms of like certain places. Even I don't know. I think it's because I've become so accustomed to that place. I'm so used to it. Like for example, accent-wise. Like in Dublin, the accent is different. I like the accent, by the way. I really do. I like a lot of the accents in the country.
You guys in Cork sound like you're singing.
That's even a compliment. Because like it's more nasally in Cork. Yeah. And when I came here, I started missing it. I heard someone that had a Cork accent recently. I just liked it. I don't know. It feels like home in a way. Yeah. So it's a dope place. There isn't as much in terms of like, so much events going on. Like people are over there doing bits, but you know what I mean, in terms of like so much going on and it being
Dublin
as busy.
Bouncing.
Dublin, there's a lot going on. But that being said, I rock with that place. You know what I mean? And no matter where I am, I'll speak highly of that place because they show me love.
So Dublin or Cork?
That's not an answer. There's no answer to that question.
Ask that question.
Because like even like how do you mean Dublin or Cork? Like my preference or like the people?
Yeah, like where if you were to pick like. What has impacted you more, Dublin or Cork?
Oh, Cork. I spent most of I just moved here a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you've been here much longer than that.
Nah, I just moved here for music because I'm out, like, here's where I come for gigs and like it's the way the scene is at. So like I gotta be where it's at and wherever I need to be. If I need to be in Cork tomorrow, I'll be there for as long as I need to be.
Yeah. Okay. So, I thought you've been here for like a little bit longer.
I just moved here.
Okay.
Did you find that a bit of like a sacrifice as such, having to move up, or was it kind of just a done deal when you thought about it?
Nah, like I mean, someone asked me the other time. It was like, "How does it feel like you're moving to the scene here and like you being like, you know, you're not from here per se?" Well, I don't care. I don't care. Like I really don't mind where I'll be where I need to be. I don't really think about this journey's too long or like this is a lot of work. I want to do this. I chose to do this.
So
whatever comes with it, I'm with it. You know what I mean?
I like that.
That's simple.
Very determined.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
What was I was saying? So there's a good few different events that happened in Dublin the last couple of weeks. Remember we were saying the 90s Baby Show, Charles the Game, but in the heat, JLOL. It's like an open mic kind of thing. It seems like it's just a testament to like the fact that creatives are just constantly making little opportunities for them to like perform and to work on their craft. So what do you think about like open mic things? Do you ever think that, would you ever like just hop on a mic in a place and just do your thing, or do you feel like you like to control the settings for all your gigs and stuff like that?
Oh, for me, wait, first off, is In the Heat by JLOL.
Yeah, JLOL.
I rate that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I rate that. I hope that's very successful.
Yeah.
No, I've been on open mics. I've been on a lot of open mics. A lot. I don't mind. Even when I did a show, it was like we did one in Paris and then we did one in Cork.
In Paris?
Did you just say Paris?
Yeah, but it was yeah, she's amazing. She cool. She's real cool. And like literally we had to work with this band. We never met them before for the week, right? And basically just like come out with music, perform. There's a festival over there. It's called Fête de la Musique. And then there's one they did it in Cork as well. I can't remember the name of the venue. But it was dope, but it was interesting because there was no planning. Like we had songs, but the instrumentalists, some of them was like, it's time to just freestyle or, you know, do something we had never rehearsed. So on stage, I'd have to freestyle or come up with songs or whatever. Like
lyrics.
Yeah, like on the spot. So like I'm not with I like things like, okay, yeah, we have it planned out. But that being said, you're going to feed off the crowd. If someone says something, are you just going to ignore them? Like it depends, you know.
Bro, I could not imagine making up lyrics in front of a crowd there and then. What if your bars are weak? It is what it is.
You stepped on the stage.
Have you ever seen anyone do something like that and you're like, nah, you this is not for you? Like,
I wouldn't say this is not for you. Yeah, I was like, you could be better tomorrow. Like I wasn't great when I started. I'm still learning as well. So, but there are people that have, you know, they weren't the most exciting on stage, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I think that kind of sense of like an open mic night is different to the type of open mic night that tonight is, because obviously that's
it's a little bit more structured.
It's a bit structured, it's planned. It's probably more of a showcase than an open night, rather than the likes of that going in and like, you know, put your name down if you want to perform and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think it's on tonight, so I think it should be sick. Yeah, so round of applause for Jay.
Yeah, that's fire. I did not know that was his.
Yeah,
I saw him perform at it, so I just thought, that's
that's
nice.
I think tonight's only the second one that they've done.
That is cold.
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
Big things coming.
So, do you know Koji Radical?
Of course.
Yeah.
I was listening to.
But that's what you wanted to say before.
Yeah. And I was going like, you remind me a lot of Koji.
Yeah, someone said
Koji Radical. I was listening to your stuff there. I was like, who does he sound? Has anyone ever said that to you before? Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of people said it.
All right. I thought it was really authentic. I was saying some profound thing. I'm not as profound as I thought I was.
How though? Like what specifically?
Like your style of rapping, the way you.
Okay.
Like you're nearly talking on a beat, like, but it's not. It's like rapping and what you're saying. It's very introspective as well. That's it, Koji Radical. Yeah.
That is not introspective.
No. It's the style. It's the way you're skipping on the track.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see what you think of some of the songs in the show then, like because of Salamay's interlude. But yeah, we shall see.
Since you brought it up, then let's talk about about the show.
Oh boy.
A round of applause for our guy, Salamay.
You sure there's nothing else you want to talk about?
We're bouncing.
Okay,
We're bouncing
We'll
around.
come
We're
back
bouncing
to
around. We're at the show. You brought it up, so let's. How did this come about? Like, tell us why you're having a show.
Well, it's his
and-
debut headliner. So how did you know it was time for your debut
Debut.
headliner?
It's a good question. Like I said, I want to do everything I know I can do. And I think a lot of people are capable of doing what they want to do. It just might not be easy. This year, I moved here a couple months ago, and I was like, all right, look, yeah, I'm taking this seriously. So I got to do a lot of stuff, and one of them, like on my list this year to do is a debut headliner. As to the dates that I'm choosing, shout out Oge if she's listening to this. Lindsay, we were speaking on the phone like early December. And she was like, yo, when you going to do your headliner? You should do it on your birthday, what, da-da-da. I was like, you know what? Yeah, because I was going to do it anyway, but I didn't plan to do it that early. And the thing I know is that people were saying it when I would meet them, like, yo, when you do your show. And it wasn't, you know how some people be talking when they, like, in the moment, can you talk freely on this?
Yeah.
So, like, in the moment as niggas, like, you meet them, and it's like, yeah, come on. How many of them do you know? When it's just like, oh, I rock with you, I love this, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
We should do this, or this should happen, I'm going to do this for you, and heat of
And
the
nothing
moment
happens, yeah.
in a conversation. So people genuinely are, inquiring like, yo, when you gonna do it? Like,
Sure.
I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna show up. And like people are like tickets wise, like people are coming from like they're flying in, or like people come from Cork or Mayo, and that to me means the most. Like if you're booking accommodation, like to me, I don't expect anything. So the fact that that's happened, let me know I wasn't wrong to do that. But it was just people asking like, yo, when you gonna do your, like, I rock with you, not just your music, but who you are. So I want to support in any way I can, and it was just like, why not? Like, there's a lot on my head. I'm wearing a lot of hats, but I do have people who are helping out, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, just doing everything that I know I'm capable of doing. I want to do. One of them is headline show.
Man, you said. Remember when we were talking about this a couple of days ago, or after George's show? You said that. What was the words you said? You worded it really. You won't be wasting your money, or you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, you won't be wasting your money or your time. And more importantly, your time.
Your time, yeah. So what can we expect? Because you're like, those are big words. So like, what can we expect?
Expect an experience. I don't like the word movie because I've heard that way too many times. No, like, hey, obviously if you don't know me, you don't know me. So I'm not trying to speak as if my word or me saying that I don't like the word movie doesn't mean like it carries no weight. You use the word as freely as you want to, but I've just heard some people be like, yo, this is gonna be a movie. You lied. Like, you lied. Do you know what I mean? And they can tell you themselves. Some people actually use that as a marketing strategy, knowing that people will be like, okay,
it's gonna be dead.
and everybody's aware it wasn't, but hey, you came anyway. Do you know what I mean? And some people say, look, let's just support the Irish artists. Let's just support them, which is great. But I don't want people to listen to me because of support. I don't want you to support me for the sake of just supporting. I want you to actually want to.
Be there.
Like, I'm actually gonna put a video on my feed, like in maybe like 2 days, because as crazy visuals as I would like them to, as crazy as I'd like visuals to be, and like real cool and engaging, be like, oh, this is so cool. The best thing that I'm known for those who do know me, is just being genuine and like straight up. I'm gonna just tell you as it is, like, yo, there are like 4 other gigs on that same day. If you want to go to those gigs, go to those gigs. Like, there are other great artists, like good artists performing. Do you know what I mean? Go support them if you want to go to that show. But if you want to come to this show out of curiosity, out of like being just a hater, or you want to, like, you love the music, like, come. Like, I'm genuine about that because I'm looking forward to it. I'ma have fun. Yeah. It's gonna be dope. Like, I don't like the whole like, yo, it's gonna be crazy. Y'all need to be there. They're like, nah, you guys, if you're not there, why you, like, if you're not like there, where are you there? Nah, like, come to the show. Like, if you are curious, don't give me the you didn't invite me personally, I didn't get guest list, or like, no, like, if you wanna be there, you're not gonna waste your money or your time. If you want a refund, I will refund you.
We just stop.
No, I'm being dead at. Don't come to me on some like, yo, give me a refund just for the sake of it, because I will tell. But if you're like, yo, I didn't, like, this wasn't it, I would gladly give you your refund back. Like, this is gonna be, there's no first twice. Do you know what I mean? And one thing I'm about is being transparent
Man.
and direct with my music. Like,
Yeah, I'm so
it's
excited.
you going it's not just relatable, but like it's real. Like, because I just be around people, I be chilling, and I know this is like you have two sides to people. You have the side that you're gonna see, you'll watch all this, and it's like, yeah, oh, this person's cool, or this person's weird, or I don't like this person. You chill with them for 5 minutes on their own, and it's like, where was this person? Like, I've never met this person in my life. Either they're, like, you know what I mean, they're fake, and it's like the person I liked on screen is not the person, or the person I hated on the screen is like, yo, you real. But you're gonna see what you're seeing now. You will see it there, but tenfold. Like, I'm gonna be, look, yeah, just come if you wanna come. I don't wanna do a whole speech. Just but you can expect an experience and a story that you can relate to.
Is there gonna be any warm acts?
Yeah, there is.
Can you give us any?
Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to do a thing where, because I've lived in a lot of places in this country, so I wanted to have it that the places that meant a lot to me, those artists would perform. So Cork, Limerick, Dublin. All right.
So who's the can you tell us who for Cork? Who's lit in Limerick?
Funny thing, he's actually not from Limerick, but that's where we
connected
for years. That's where we kind of saw. I can give you.
Look, this is going to be released on Thursday, so people will probably know by then. No.
No. What I'm doing is I'm giving. There's 5 people touching the stage.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, there's 5 people touching the stage. I'm gonna give 2.
Okay.
I've also noticed in this place, because I made it a point last year to go to every single show I could go to, and I don't mean just in Ireland, as much shows as I could. I noticed that, especially in this country, like, people do not go to shows on time, because everybody want to look busy and whatnot, which I hear. Do what you got to do. Having said that, if you miss out on an opening act, you miss out on an opening act. That's how I'm gonna do it for my thing. I don't want it the case I give you and it's just like, I feel like I know what that's gonna be. And then you know what I mean, you wrong, because you don't know. You never seen the person.
So you don't want to
perform.
tell us who?
I don't want, not everybody, but I can give you Rachel. I think you may know Rachel. So like Rachel, I kind of know she's fire. She's incredible. I'm a fan. You know what I mean? Yeah. So everybody that's on that stage, I'm a fan of. So generally, you're gonna have her. Let's see if I can give another one. See, I want to give away the Cork one, right? Because she's brazy as well.
It's a she.
It's a she. I give you that much. What? She's not from Cork. Yeah. There's a couple from Cork, so if you manage to get it, that's amazing. But
any female artist from Cork? Yes.
There's a couple.
Yes.
There's a couple. Maybe.
Oh, this guy. This guy knows us, dude. This is very good promo.
Is it?
Fantastic promo.
Appreciate you. But
and he said he's not media trained. Stop. This guy's media trained.
Are you going to announce any of these support acts before the gig, or is it just kind of a surprise on the night?
I'll give you one. I will give you one. And yeah, that's just Rachel Lacano. No, you have it now. Rachel Lacano.
Okay. So on the day, that's when we're going to know who.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So whoever's there, because you experience it from top to bottom. You know
what time is it? What time is the show starting?
I've been saying 7:15 because of African time, people. It's actually 7:30, right?
So 7:15, 7:30 is not. African time is 2 hours, you know.
but still, it's like it's the least I could do, because I was speaking with the owner. He's like, bro, like don't go crazy with the time and have people who actually come early and then now they're waiting. So I was like, if someone waits 15 minutes, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But.
Right, 7:15. Yeah. Where are we? Where's the show?
At the Soundhouse.
Yeah,
Dublin.
Sick venue.
Soundhouse. It's gonna be.
Looking forward to it.
It's gonna be cool. I haven't really thought much about me performing because I'm wearing hats here, a lot of hats. But when I finally give that some thought, the excitement will come through. But yeah.
Are you doing unreleased tracks or?
For sure. What it actually is so I'm gonna have a full band on stage. And then it's me performing my EP and some other songs. And then also it's a listening party, in the sense that I'm going to be performing, showcasing some of the new songs that are going to be coming out that I'm working on, as well as some on the project and whatever. So like, it's just I'm not going to perform for like 30 minutes and say, peace, like, you know, type of thing. That being said, I'm not performing for 3 hours either. I mean, have everyone sleeping there. Like, it's going to be concise and
I need you to do Never Leave Me.
I might be there.
And stressed out my mind. Stressed out my mind is cold.
Thank you,
Leave
bro.
me. Never leave me is
Appreciate
cold.
that.
Never
Thank
leave me
you.
is
Yeah,
cold.
you said I really
Yeah.
appreciated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We was when we were at George's show,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Nah, I really rock with this song you had," and because I want like I know it's not advised, but I just released that on the spur of the moment because it was actually just me talking Vane to God, so I wasn't really on like a hey, okay, let me pitch it, and I think I pitched it like the day before. I was like, they're probably not gonna pick it up, but at least I can say I did it, and because I didn't pitch the EP either, so I was just like, let me just put this out there, and then I did it with my boy, and we put it out there. Shout out Major Keys, my brother. So
Yeah, it's
put that out together.
cold track.
Appreciate
Cold
it.
track. What's the favorite track that you've released? Your favorite of all that you've released so far?
Out of the released ones,
Mm.
do you know what? I don't listen to my music. I don't.
But like,
I
do you
was.
have a
I heard
favorite song
artists-
you
I went to
created?
what?
A favorite
Song
song
that
that you
create. Okay,
created?
even the creative process of that song was just like,
Oh,
this is good.
creative process.
Yeah.
Mm.
Creative process. Oh man. Funny thing is, I'd have to actually sit and think about it because I'm so like on what's next. Like I went to we had rehearsals yesterday in Limerick, and I went, and I was picked up, and they played PSM in the car, and I was listening. I was like, that's me. Like I was like, kind of like this actually is kind of nice.
Sounds
Like
good.
this is okay. Like no, like and the things I listen like is not me. So I'm like, he's actually
Good.
like, actually like, and how he did that there and the pockets he had there. Yo, like, okay. That line there was like, I really don't listen to it like, because I'm quite critical of my work.
Yeah.
Like not other people I don't, speak on unless I'm asked. And even then I'm hesitant. But for me, like, and like the people I be around, like, they are judgmental, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including myself. I've never met anyone more judgmental than I am when it comes to my work. So I don't really think much about it once it releases. I can't answer that question. I would take a lot of time to think about it right now if I
Fair.
were to do so.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Good answer still.
Yeah. The show is called Roll Call.
It is.
Is that a nod to something, or how did that name come about?
Yes, it is. It's funny enough. It's a nod to the new project coming, but at the same time, it's very much for that day because roll call, the definition alludes to something about seeing who's present, and that's actually one of the reasons I went for it with this show. I want to know who's rocking with me. I want to see it. Like numbers are great, whether it's 50 million, 500 million, 1 million, 1,000, whatever the case is. I need to see it. Like it's great to hear this, see, this guy's getting streaming numbers, whatever. But the people that have millions and can't sell a venue that has 100 people in it, like, do you know what I mean? I want to see the people who are rocking with me for real. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want to see who's present, because that's going to give me an idea of, because I need a team. I can't do this by myself. Like, it's strenuous. It's too much. So I need to see who's rocking with me, and then also know how to cater to those people, because now I'm not about to just branch off to a bunch of new people and forget about the people who've been rocking with me. So I want to know who's really taking to me. That's the idea of roll call, and we're going to keep to that theme throughout the show.
Okay. Nice. I like that answer, but you said you're going to cater. You want to see who's rocking with you and kind of cater to them, but shouldn't you just be doing you, and then your fans just like fuck whatever you're doing? Shouldn't they just fuck with whatever you're doing regardless? No.
I feel you, but like what I mean by cater to them is like show that I'm aware that they exist.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Connected
so
to it.
whether it's like, just because it's never been about the money for me. Like, I need money more than I want it. I do want money, but I need it way more than I want it. And like with shows that I've done, with most of the things I've done, I've lost money on it. Like, I've made money, but that money, I've used it and then I've used more. Do you know what I mean? So because it was more about making sure everybody else was good. So I want to see the people like that's rocking with me and make sure that like they know that I rock with the fact that they rock with me, and I appreciate them. That's what I mean by cater to them, that type of a thing. Not like make music just for them. That type of thing.
I fuck with the answer.
Appreciate
It's
it.
good. Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is a good answer. Did you ever feel conflicted when you found out about like all the other gigs that are happening at the same?
Days. Yeah.
No.
You didn't think I want to change? Nah.
No.
I would never.
You would never have changed.
Nah. Like,
That's fighting talk.
not really. Like, I wouldn't expect any other person that has a gig on the same day as me to change their dates. Like, Why? What? Do you not believe that your people gonna rock with you? Because you can't pick a date.
Yeah.
You actually can't pick a date. So, so you're gonna be asking everyone,
Like we were saying
are you doing a show this day?
There's something on
Yeah.
nearly every single
Believe
weekend.
in yourself, man. You know what I mean? Whether you sell 10 tickets or you sell more, believe in yourself.
Damn, 10 tickets though.
Hey, do what you get. Like,
Shit.
who was that guy that did Rolling Out? It wasn't. It was Rolling Out. It was in Miami, and bro, like there were like 12 people. Do you know how big Rolling Out is? Like I think in Portugal they had like 20,000 people. There were like 12 people while he was performing, and then he posted it on Twitter. He's just like, dang, okay, like he's, you know, it is what it is. Next year's gonna be bigger. Next year was bigger. Like people gonna laugh at you for the moment. Like that's something I actually realized. There are a lot of in the moment people. Like they will judge you for what they see in the moment and what they think is. But like they're not seeing what what you're working towards. Your story will change as long as you continue.
Continue consistency, yeah.
It's something you need humble pie. You know what I mean?
Soundbite, yeah. This guy spit bars.
Yes,
You can tell he's a lyricist, can't you? You can tell.
I don't know about that. Oh, that you can tell just someone talking about.
Isn't he?
Yeah, very,
Um,
very.
Nah, let's get to some less serious stuff. Did anyone see that the picture of Danny Hope on Shaver?
Yeah, dude.
Totally, I can't.
So, Salamay, did you ever have your hair relaxed or dyed? Let us know what the story is. Tell us. You definitely had to dye and push to the side.
I don't know why he's talking like as if we didn't have this conversation before.
Yo,
We were in the same boat. Don't do that.
I had S curls. S curls is not the same.
I had escorts as well.
Wait, Charlie, what are you saying? What's
You did have a mohawk. I saw that. Actually. Yeah. I'm just but I saw that. That's actually mad. I've seen that.
I've seen that.
I don't know. It's online. Yeah. You see?
I had S curls, man. What? Look, listen, guys. We went through a phase. We had S curls in our hair. I don't think S curls is as bad as having it fully relaxed, but like
I don't really think it matters as long as
it was a phase.
Yeah, you're not there right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he can put it up.
Yeah,
Because he knows
he's
he's
not there, yeah.
You're gonna
Yeah.
roast him for how he looks now.
Nah, it looks cold.
Yeah, we all had to go through that awkward.
Yeah, everyone went
Ugly
through a phase.
stage.
Yeah, like
Um,
everyone was dying there doing mad stuff.
Yeah.
I do want to see pictures though.
Oh, who? Me?
Yeah, and Charlie.
Nah, Salamay.
The
Use
Mohawk.
yours.
They don't exist.
Aww.
Me? Oh, okay. Wait, can we? Do you have a picture of you with your?
They don't exist. Sorry to disappoint you.
I feel like if we looked hard enough, we definitely
I
find them.
disagree.
Nah, we're coming. This has been a sick episode there, but come close. And before we leave, we're gonna ask you, who are the top 3 artists that you would like to work with, or you think are paving the way in the scene right now?
Oh, so you mean within the Irish industry?
Yeah.
That I'd like to work with. I like Shiv.
Shiv,
I like
yeah.
Shiv.
Yeah. Let's go.
Is it? Yeah.
That's a good fit as well. A&R, set that up.
Nah, like we spoke of.
Who are looking at? I don't know. Whoever's the A&R. And A&R for Universal or someone set up.
Nah, we spoke briefly. I hit her up. So like once, because I was hardly gonna force it either. So like when the music is right, send it to her or send it to me. Either which will happen. But as long as it's right. But yeah, Shiv, and I love what she's doing. Let's see who else. There are a lot of people I like to work with, but 3 people. You just give me 3.
Yeah.
See the things I can't mention the people that are gonna be performing on the day.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Those are the only people you want to work with.
Nah, but there's.
But you see, we wouldn't have known that except for you've just mentioned it, so you could have told us.
But I would know. So like my face could have given it away. That sentence. So. And like you may have asked a question about who's this person? Where's this person from?
Okay.
You connected. You're all smart people.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you all that. Say it again.
Yeah, people not sure. Is anyone that He doesn't rate anyone in Ireland.
No,
man.
there is, but I'm trying to be quite trapper.
Rapper.
Contrast me
I think you could do something with Manjola.
on.
Or complete like a trap, like a.
My favorite is Strong. I really because there's a lot of artists, but I rock with George. I like how he be rapping.
Yeah.
He just be
He's a
rapping.
rapper.
He just
Man,
be like when he did the show, he didn't have hooks. He was
Yeah,
just
he was rapping, man.
Hold on. I like Cello. I like
He's
it.
contrast to you.
And
yeah.
he's competitive. I like that. I remember when we spoke and I told him something along the lines of like, because I remember someone was saying like, yo, why is he always trying to make it seem like, oh, he's saying about I'm this, I'm that, da. It's like, I don't get why somebody's going to feel insignificant because someone else is bigging themselves up. You're supposed to big yourself up. So I love his competitive nature. I like that. So yeah, for sure. We could be here all day. I'm not trying to name, but I do like a lot of singers as well.
You gave Shiv,
you asked me a different question. That's the one I answered. I did not answer your question. I answered his question. Just to clarify. If you're ending it there, that's fine. But just clarify his question I answered.
Nah, good answers.
Appreciate
Okay, before we go, last one. Outside of Ireland.
Who would I like to work with?
Yeah. Koji Radical, please.
Okay. All right, we'll take his answer then.
You shouldn't have even asked the question. You should have just said, will you please do a
It
song
would
with
be
Koji
so
Radical?
cool. No, but
Well, I'm not gonna go with another name now. Like you don't mention this name.
Nah, you give an answer. I just pushed that out.
I wouldn't lie to you. I haven't thought about things like this. Even the Irish one, like, because they now I'll go home and be like, I could have said him, I could have said her, I could have said like, I haven't. Right now, headline show. Yeah. Next project. Like there's just so much, and then starting out with just Dublin and your rent and all these things.
Yeah, Dublin. Stressful, cost of living crisis.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of man just going through and shit. That's why I said one day at a time. That's the only answer I have for people. We'll get there. Yeah. Chicken, man.
Nah, six.
Okay. Yeah, so just have to make sure people get tickets for your show.
Yeah, and tickets are selling, so I'm grateful for that. So I'm telling whoever's listening to this, if you come in and you want to come, by all means do. If you want to hit me up and talk, if you even want to ask me why should I come personally, by all means do. And if you want your refund after because you're not rocking with it, then hit me up as well.
Don't hit him up, man. Don't do that.
I wouldn't even say it out. Like I wouldn't mind. I don't expect anything, so I don't expect much. So if you want to do that, that is fine, by all means. But do come through. It's going to be worth your time and your money.
Some gunshots. Let's get some gunshots. Gunshots.
We don't have gunshots. That's not gun.
Oh, sorry.
It's a good thing he doesn't know what gunshots. Good life.
Thank you so much for coming on and joining us.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
And thank you to everyone who has tuned in for this episode. Remember, we are going to be bi-weekly now. This has been Predrinks brought to you by Motif.
I can't be poor, I know money won't fix it, so much